Well, hey everybody. Today we're going to go through John chapter 4. Now at the beginning of this chapter, Jesus has been talking with the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman. He's talked with her, he's shared the will of his Father with her, and he has poured himself out to her. She is changed by this, her life is changed, and she runs and tells everybody about it. It's a really awesome moment that we get to see of how Jesus can really change people's lives. But right after this, I wanted to draw our attention to verse 31, where the disciples meet up with Jesus and they offer him some food. And this is his response. Meanwhile, the disciples were urging him, saying, "Rabbi, eat." But he said to them, "I have food to eat that you do not know about." So the disciples said to one another, "Has anyone brought him something to eat?" Jesus said to them, "My food is to do the will of him who sent me to accomplish his work." Now, it's a really cool way of how Jesus twists this and turns it into a lesson for the disciples. He changes their whole world and kind of shifts everything in this regular conversation that they were trying to have with him. They offer him some food, but instead of taking some food, Jesus responds by saying, "I'm already fed. I'm already filled up. I'm no longer hungry." And the reason is that he has been sharing with this Samaritan woman. He's been pouring himself out. He has been doing the will of the Father. Because the reality that we can rejoice in today is that the more we share God, the more we savor God. The more we share God, the more we savor him. The reverse effect of what would normally happen is happening with Jesus. Say you're working, you finish the workday, you're spent, right? You're exhausted. But for Jesus, as he's doing the will of the Father, he's actually filled up the more he shares about God. And the same is true for us. If we are doing the will of God today, if we are sharing our faith and we are spreading the gospel, God promises that he's actually going to fill us up as we do that. So let me encourage you today. Share your faith, share God, and he will help you savor God.